Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we are studying Psychology by Sisarle and Girishwar Mishra. This is chapter 1, The Science of Psychology, and part 4. It is last part of chapter 1. So let us start. Descriptive methods. Naturalistic observation. The best way to look at the behavior of animals or people is to watch them behave in their normal environment. It allows researchers to get a realistic picture of how behavior occurs because they are actually watching that behavior in its natural setting. In many cases, animals or people who know they are being watched will not behave normally, a process called the observer effect. So often, the observer must remain hidden from view. Participant observation. A naturalistic observation in which the observer becomes a participant in the group being observed. Observer bias tendency of observers to see what they expect to see. One way to avoid observer bias is to use blind observers, people who do not know what the research question is and therefore have no preconceived notions about what they should see. Observations that are made at one time in one setting may not hold true for another time, even if the setting is similar, because the conditions are not going to be identical time after time. Researchers do not have that kind of control over the natural world. Laboratory observation. In a laboratory observation, the researcher would bring the infant to the equipment, controlling the number of infants and their age, as well as everything else that goes on in the laboratory. Laboratory settings have the disadvantage of being an artificial situation that might result in artificial behavior. The main advantage of this method is the degree of control that it gives to the observer. Both naturalistic and laboratory observation can lead to the formation of hypotheses that can later be tested. Case studies, in which one individual is studied in great detail. The advantage of the case study is to tremendous amount of detail it provides. The disadvantage of the case study is that researcher can't really apply the result to other similar peoples. Another weakness of this method is that case studies are a form of detailed observation and are vulnerable to bias on the part of the person conducting the case study, just as observer bias can occur in naturalistic or laboratory observation. Survey. Researchers will ask a series of questions about the topic they are studying. Surveys can be conducted in the person in the form of interviews or on the telephone, the internet, or with a questionnaire. That is the big advantage of surveys, aside from their ability to get a private information. Representative sample. Randomly selected sample of subjects from a large population of subjects. Population, the entire group of people or animal in which the researcher is interested. People are not always going to give researcher accurate answer. Some people deliberately give the answer they think is more socially correct rather than their true opinion, so that no one gets often in process called courtesy bias. Correlation, finding the relationships. A correlation is a measure of the relationship between two or more variables. A variable is the anything that can change or vary: scores on a test, temperature in a room, gender, and so on. The correlation coefficient represents two things: the direction of the relationship and its strength. In terms of correlation coefficient represented by the small letter r, the number researcher gets from the formula will either be a positive number or a negative number. If positive, the two variables increase in the same direction. As one goes up, the other goes up. As one decrease, the other also decrease. If negative, the two variables have an inverse relationship. As one increase, the other decrease. The strength of the relationship between the variables will be determined by the actual number itself. That numbers will always range between +1 and -1. The experiment. In an experiment, researchers deliberately manipulated the variable they think is causing some behavior while holding all the other variables that might interfere with the experiment's result constant and unchanging. The variable. Another important step is to decide on the variable the researcher wants to manipulate, which would be the one they think causes changes in behavior, and the variable they want to measure to see if there are any changes. This would be the effect on behavior of the manipulation. Operational definition. Because of specifically names the operations, step or procedure that the experiment must use to control or measure the variable in the experiment. The name for the variable that is manipulated in any experiment is the independent variable because it is independent of anything the participant do. The response of the participant to the manipulation of the independent variable is a dependent relationship. So the response of the participants that is measured is known as dependent variable. Confounding variable. Variables that interfere with each other and their possible effects on some other variable or interest are the kind of researchers have to control for in some way. The group that is exposed to the independent variable is called experimental group because it is the group that receives the experiment manipulation. The other group that gets either no treatment or some kind of treatment that should have no effect is called control group because it is used to control for the possibility that other factors might be causing the effect that is being examined. The importance of randomization. Random selection is the best way to choose the participants for any study. Random assignments means that each participant has an equal chance to being assigned to each condition. The placebo effect and the experimental effect. Placebo effect. The expectations and biases of the participants in a study can influence their behavior. Another way that expectations about the outcome of the experiment can influence the results is called the experimental effect. It has to do with the expectations of the experimenter, not the participants. Single blind and double blind studies. Single blind study because the participants are blind to the treatment they receive. Double blind study. Neither the participants nor the person or person measuring the dependent variable know who got what. Qualitative methods. The term qualitative refers the significance assigned to the constituents of our experiences. Challenging the positive notion of science favoring a natural science model of research, qualitative research emphasizes on the social constructed nature of reality. They recognize a very close relationship between the observer and the phenomena of being observed. Qualitative research is a reflective, introspective, and descriptive endeavor to describe and understand human action and experiences. It emphasizes on the perspective of the participants who are living through a given situation. In this way, it is empirically but more sensitive to the subjectivity. Informed by post-positive, feministic, and constructionist perspective on reality, it constructs approach fields and themes. The key features of qualitative methods are as follows. The investigator engages with reality and acknowledges his or her perspective as one of the position or vantage points of appreciating reality. Second, it recognizes human values. Third, it represents the subjective of participants. Fourth, it considers the nature of reality as dynamic, emergent, and evolving. It treats the world as a construct. Fifth, it views language central to communication, interpretation, and understanding. Qualitative research methods provide rich or thick description of the phenomena under investigations. These methods include grounded theory, discovery analysis, interviewing, participant observation, case study, focus group, ethnography, cooperative inquiry, narrative analysis, autoethnography, and conversation analysis. Guideline for research with humans, ethics of psychological research, right and well-being of participant must be weighted against the study's value to science. Next is participants must be allowed to make a informed decision about participating, informed consent. Deception must be justified. Participants may withdraw from the study at any time. Participant must be protected from risk or told expectancy of risk. Investigator must debrief participants, telling the true nature of the study and expectations of result. Data must remain confidential. Research with animals. Psychological scientists have a primary goal of protecting the health and welfare of their animal or human participants. Thinking critically about critical thinking. Scientific thinking can be applied to many real world situations for basic criteria for making reasoned judgments. There are very few truths in the world that do not need to be subjected to testing. All evidence is not equal in quality. Just because someone is considered to be an authority or to have a lot of expertise do not make everything that person claim automatically true. Critical thinking require an open mind. So thank you everyone. Please give your review, comment and share the lesson.